My friend, I need you to pay attention. What just happened in Philadelphia will shake the NFL, and the backroom is on fire. I've got exclusive information that hasn't been reported anywhere else, and I can guarantee you, fans will be left speechless when everything comes out. But before I reveal any details, if you truly love the Eagles, like and subscribe, because what I'm about to tell you now will touch your heart. This may truly be the end of an era in Philadelphia. The Eagles' signature play, the controversial yet unstoppable tush-push, may finally be on its last legs. On a tense fourth down against the New York Giants, Jalen Hurts did what he's done countless times. He dropped his shoulder, stepped behind the league's most dominant offensive line, and seemed to secure the conversion. But this time, everything went wrong. As Hurts stretched for the first down marker, Giants pass rusher Kayvon Thibodeaux lunged and stole the ball. Replays showed a clear fumble that should have given the Giants possession deep in Eagles territory. The crowd at Lincoln Financial Field was stunned, but even more shocking was the referee's ruling. The referees ruled that Hurts's progress had been stopped before the fumble, meaning the play couldn't be reviewed. And so, suddenly, football's most unstoppable game became the center of chaos. The NFL can no longer pretend this is sustainable. If referees can't call the whistle correctly and obvious turnovers can't be reviewed, how can the league accidentally keep it alive? The tush-push has already drawn years of criticism, labeled unfair, unwatchable, and even dangerous. Now, after yet another officiating disaster, the pressure to eliminate it has never been greater. Making the situation even more explosive is a growing concern about injuries. The play has long been defended as safe, but that claim no longer holds water. Right tackle Lane Johnson suffered a groin injury earlier this season while running the play, and reports suggest several other players around the league have faced similar issues. A few things, sometimes dropped in false starts that go unnoticed in the pile of bodies, and it's clear, something has to give. Behind the scenes, league sources are hopeful that the next owners' meetings in Phoenix in March 2026 will be a sure thing. Just a year ago, the NFL nearly banned the play when a rewritten Packers proposal was rejected by just 2 votes. It survived largely thanks to impassioned speeches from Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie and future Hall of Famer Jason Kelce, who championed the play as a symbol of Philadelphia's resilience. But this time, the tone is different. League executives are tired. Owners are frustrated. The endless debate over whether the play gives the Eagles an unfair advantage has exhausted everyone. Even the most neutral fans are exhausted by the weekly controversy. According to multiple sources, there is a growing push to ban the game entirely once the 2025 season ends. In short, the tush-push may still exist today, but its future seems doomed. The league's leaders will continue practicing it for the rest of the year, knowing this may be their last chance. After all, the move has become a hallmark of American football, part strategy, part spectacle, and the Eagles have perfected it better than any other team in history. But as the league strives for safety, consistency, and fairness, it seems clear that this chapter will soon close. And while the entire league debates the end of one of the most controversial plays in recent years, the focus in Philadelphia has completely shifted because a major update has just changed the mood inside the locker room. The Eagles' dominant victory over the Giants had a scary moment when Saquon Barkley, the season's greatest offensive weapon, limped off the field in the third quarter. For a few minutes, silence fell over Lincoln Financial Field. Barkley had been igniting his former team, racking up explosive plays that reminded everyone why Philadelphia made him the highest-paid running back in NFL history. But when he grabbed his groin and went to the sideline, fans feared the worst. Fortunately, the news after the game was much better than expected. According to Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk, Barkley's injury was not serious. Sources at the time confirmed that if the game had been close, he would have returned. He could have had careers if needed, one source said, but the Eagles weren't in control. Before leaving, Barkley had already delivered his best performance of the 2025 season, 150 rushing yards on just 14 carries, along with 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing and 1 passing. It was the kind of standout performance fans had been waiting for all year. After weeks of inconsistency and mounting mounting criticism, Barkley was finally back to his old self, explosive, confident, and unstoppable. This performance came at just the right time. Entering Week 8, Barkley hadn't recorded a 100-yard rushing game all season, and the media began to question his fit with Kevin Patullo's new offensive system. Some analysts even suggested Philadelphia had overpaid for him. But on Sunday, against the clock that released him, Barkley sent a clear message. He's still one of the best in the league. His 65-yard touchdown run in the second quarter was quintessential Barkley, a blend of strength, patience, and vision. It also reignited the Eagles' entire offense. "It's not about stats," Barkley said after the game. "It's about winning football games. That's the only thing that matters." This mindset has made him a respected leader in the locker room, especially during a season filled with ups and downs. The Eagles' offense still has work to do. With Patullo calling the plays in his first year as offensive coordinator, the unit has struggled to find its rhythm, ranking just 23rd in total offense. A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith's frustrations with targets haven't helped either, but Barkley's resurgence could be the breakthrough this group needs. His dominance opens up lanes for Jalen Hurts and forces defenses to stay honest, restoring balance to an offense that relied too heavily on the passing attack early in the season. The timing of this turnaround couldn't be better. Philadelphia enters the bye week strong, giving Barkley extra rest before a brutal stretch that includes matchups against the Packers and Lions, two of the NFC's strongest defenses. So, while the sight of Barkley sending the ball off the field was a brief scare, it ultimately amounted to nothing more than that. The Eagles avoided disaster, their star is healthy, and the offense may finally have regained its rhythm. And this news comes at a good time, because last Sunday's performance showed something no one expected. Perhaps the Eagles' offense is finally finding its identity again. The Philadelphia Eagles didn't just defeat the New York Giants, they sent a message to the rest of the NFC. This team is still a powerhouse when playing to its full potential. The 34-13 victory was more than just another division win. It was a turning point. From offense to defense, every unit developed, and they finally looked like the Eagles of old, physical, confident, and relentless. Here are 4 key takeaways from the game that could shape the rest of the 2025 season. 1. Saquon Barkley is the engine of this offense. Even with Jalen Hurts and a loaded receiving core, the offense flows through Barkley. His ability to control the tempo and draw defenders into an area completely changed how the Giants defend. Once Barkley started making big runs, the play-action game opened up, and Hurts finally looked comfortable again. If the Eagles continue to feed Barkley early, their offense will remain balanced and unpredictable. 2. The defense is regaining its edge. After an inconsistent start to the season, Vic Fangio's defense finally looked like the dominant unit fans had hoped for. The front court was ferocious. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter bullied the Giants' interior, and Haason Reddick was everywhere, recording 2 sacks and forcing a fumble. The secondary, led by Darius Slay and Reed Blankenship, also excelled, limiting key plays and creating turnovers. If this version of the defense shows up this week, the Eagles can beat anyone. 3. Jalen Hurts' leadership remains unshakable. Hurts didn't put up jaw-dropping numbers, 238 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception, but his poise was exactly what Philadelphia needed. After last week's loss to the Cowboys, critics questioned his confidence and decision-making. Against the Giants, he silenced that noise. Hurts kept the drives active with his legs, protected the ball after the initial turnover, and commanded the huddle with calm and authority. His post-game statement said it all. "We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for progress." That mindset could define this team's second half. 4. The tush-push controversy won't go away, but the Eagles need to adapt. Sunday's fumble scare could mark the beginning of the end of the tush-push. Although the judges ruled Hurts invalid, the play sparked another league-wide debate about its fairness and safety. It's becoming clear that defenses are recovering, and injuries like Lane Johnson's earlier this year are increasing pressure on the NFL to finally ban it. Regardless of whether the league acts, the Eagles need to prepare for a life beyond this game, and this win showed they can still dominate without relying on it. Overall, this win was exactly what the Eagles needed for a bye week. It reminded everyone why this season remains a top contender in the NFC. The offense has rediscovered its balance, the defense has found its edge, and the locker room has regained its energy. There's still work to be done, especially with games against the Packers, Lions, and Seahawks looming, but Philadelphia finally seems ready to fight. Do you think the Eagles can still dominate without the tush-push, or will losing it defeat their identity, even with Saquon Barkley back at full strength? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Eagles news.